Hey there, how you guys doing? So look at the directions. For theta, they want you to find the exact value, which means no calculators, of the 6 trig functions. Cosine, sine, tangent, and their reciprocals, right? Okay, so first off, the trig functions only work off a right triangle. Gratefully, I have a right triangle. And depending upon which trig function I'm working with, I'm going to need the side adjacent to theta, the side opposite theta, and then the hypotenuse of the triangle. Well, do you notice you don't have the side adjacent to theta? So how are you going to find it? Yeah, gratefully it's a right triangle. So we have Pythagorean's theorem, don't we? So Pythagorean's theorem basically says a squared plus b squared equals c squared, or x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So, by the way, now, hold on, I'll get there in a second. So that means I'm going to take 3 squared plus the unknown squared, if you don't mind, I'll just call it x, equals 7 squared. So you can do your math, your work, probably quicker than I can at this point, right? So first off, when you take the square root, according to that exponent, you're supposed to have how many answers? Yeah, you're supposed to have 2 answers. You're supposed to have a negative square root of 40 and a positive square root of 40. But I'm talking about a length. And is length negative? No, it's not. So bye-bye to that. And yes, you have to simplify the square root of 40. You're like, how do I do that again? Well, isn't 40 just 4 times 10? 4 is a perfect square, so I can take out a 2. 10 is 2 and 5. Yeah, that's not happening. So 2 square root of 10 would be this value of this unknown side. Are we good? Okay. I have all 3 sides of this right triangle. Ready? Let's go then. So let's talk cosine first. Cosine of theta. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Sine of theta. Opposite over hypotenuse. Tangent of theta. Opposite over adjacent. Oh dear. Are we allowed to have that square root of 10 in the denominator? We most certainly are not. So, how do I get rid of the square root of 10 from the denominator? Yeah, you have to multiply by the square root of 10, top and bottom, because now I have 3 square root of 10 up top, and 2 times the square root of 100, because I can multiply those. Well, you know what the square root of 100 is. 10. So, we end up with 3 square root of 10 over 20. Good? Okay. And now I need their reciprocals. So what's trig function is a reciprocal of cosine? Secant. So all I have to do is flip this over, right? Oh dear, I got the square root of 10 on the bottom again. Okay, pause the video, multiply top and bottom by the square root of 10, and when you've got it, start the video again, because all I'm going to do is write the answer. Got it? Okay, you're back. This is what I got. 7 square root of 10 over 20. Yes? Loving it. Which trig function's reciprocal is sine? Good. Cosecant. Ah, that one's easy. 7 over 3. Love it. What trig function is reciprocal of tangent? Cotangent. Now, here's the interesting thing. You can look at the result after we rationalized, or you can look at the initial writing of tangent. Me personally, I'm going to look at the initial writing of tangent, because when I flip this over, the square root is in the numerator, not the denominator. If I take this one and flip it over and rationalize, you're just going to end up right back here. So let's work smarter, not harder. Got it? Cool. Okay. I have a couple of examples coming your way. So work on those before you go find my answer key video. Catch you on the flip side.